This is a special message. We have opened up a Walking the Room forum just for cuddlers, just for our customers, and no one else. So that means you can post without worrying about your family members on Facebook seeing how horrible you are and seeing how horrible your friends are. The fellow cuddlers, you don't act well. So basically, we've segregated you on the internet to your own dirty, filthy internet closet. It's called the Hot Dog Thunderdome. Go to walkingtheroom.com and you can link to it there and join up and join the misery. It's pretty scary in there.
How did we used to start?
Welcome to Walking the Room with Greg Barrett and Dave Anthony. Ow.
That is how we used to do it.
That's how we used to do it, bro. We used
What
to
happened?
because we used to be good at this. We used to fucking fire up. We'd bring a story in. We'd have now we're like, oh, what do you want to talk about, bro?
Well, I can tell you this.
Bro self.
I know what
I am,
I
dude?
can tell you.
What?
I can tell you this.
I'm a bro.
I work for like 10 hours a day. I have a 10-hour-a-day job where I work.
Fuck. These stories are
And
they're already boring.
And this week I was sick.
Fuck.
And I still, for the last episode, brought in everything.
Oh, my God.
And you brought a pile of
Ridiculous.
dicks.
That's first off
a little pile of dicks. And you said, hey, what about that? And I said, that's not
I brought a fucking
air quality.
I went out.
You just blew.
I went out and I cut off a bunch of dicks and I bring them on a plate and I expect you to be stoked about that. I went out into the world and did something. I cut some men's dicks off, put them on a plate, cleaned them off. I didn't fucking get in a pony. I didn't take my pussy into a pony, but what I did do was cut a bag of dicks, clean them off, and lay them out like so much white asparagus at a nice restaurant. I put a creme sauce on there. A creme sauce. How about a creme sauce? Would you like a creme sauce, sir? I think I would enjoy a creme sauce.
You're listening to Walking the Room. Doing what?
Have we stopped If You Took? Are we done with those?
What?
Is that era over? It can be over.
No, it's
If
not
you
over.
took.
I just think that you shouldn't do it every time. I feel like a pause is good.
Or does that
and then
just mean
bring
I
it back.
can't do it anymore? I can't.
No,
do it
you
every
can't
time.
ever do it because the
First
one
off,
you did 2 weeks ago,
The best. People loved it.
people are fucking
No,
horrified.
they loved it.
All the comments were like, Jesus Christ, I had to turn off the fucking show. I guarantee you we just dropped out of the fucking Podmas best of because of that. I haven't even read it yet.
Oh, no.
But
Did
you,
we? We
how
might
could we
have.
not?
I know.
Dude, I cut it. And you know what?
Did you
I cut
realize
it down. I edited it down.
I realized that.
Because I was listening,
I thought
and it was so... It just kept... People don't know.
Yeah.
It kept going.
Did we do the part where you drink the pus and then have the
Oh, shut the fuck up. I cut that out.
and then there's a splatter dump.
No.
There's a
No,
splatter dump.
no.
And then because you never got to the smell. Oh man. Okay. There's a woman whose name I'm not going to use. Not because I'm putting her down, but I just want to use it. She's writing a book about, she writes for a magazine called Marie Claire, and she's writing a very serious book about women in comedy. And she's done a ton of research, and she called me the other day.
Well, that's perfect. Okay. Now...
I'm not even going to argue.
What do you...
I will not argue.
Yeah, she was talking to the ladies of comedy, and she called you.
She tried.
Absolutely.
She tried. Both times we've talked, I felt like she's come at me with this angle of like, can I get you to scandalize? Can I get you to like... So she said, no. You said last time because...
Is scandalize a word?
In our first... It is now, midgets. Can you scandalize? Have you scandalized? Listen to me. When building a dollhouse, you've got to put some creme right on it. Put some creme.
That's a different...
I'm putting my
That's not the right guy.
Who's this guy? I'm scandalizing.
Who's this guy? He doesn't work in dollhouses.
He wants to go work in dollhouse.
He doesn't work in little big dollhouse explanations. Get him the fuck out of here. Get him the fuck out of here.
He saw Project Runway and he was scandalized. Just so scandalized. So she, in our original interview, which took place about a year and a half ago, I alerted her to Laura Keitlinger, who's not in her book. She
Fucking
said,
hilarious.
Who she said when you were starting out,
One of the top.
one of the best comedians. Period. Just,
when
just
she was
awesome.
when we were starting out, she was the fucking shiznit.
She
And
kind of
I don't throw shiznit.
No, you don't,
lightly. I
man.
mean,
But
when I bring shiznit-
Keitlinger is like
she was so fucking absurd and funny and a
dirty
great joke writer.
And so this one was like, and so I told her all about Keitlinger. So she did her research, and then she called me up and she said, "So when do you think was Sarah Silverman around?" Like she was trying to get me to say that Sarah Silverman had taken Laura Keitlinger's thing.
we all have people that we idolized, and when you start doing stand-up,
When in our particular crew of our particular group, the women in our group were the ones that got famous first.
Yeah.
They got famous first.
Yeah.
They were the ones that popped.
Yeah.
Janine, Margaret,
Margaret.
Kathy Griffin, fucking Keitlinger actually was pretty popular at the time. Sarah, like those are the people that really actually became stars first before your Zachs and your David Crosses or whatever. Anyway, so, but she was trying to get me to say. She was trying to get me to, like, she was going, so did she ever see, like, did she see Sarah? I'm like, dude, I don't know. I'm not going to play this game with you.
Of course she did, but what do you fucking want? She wants you to go, yeah, she stole her fucking
Well, that's
thing.
what I felt like she was trying to get me to say.
She didn't steal her thing.
Nobody stole anybody's thing. You know, Sarah came in and did her own, fucking Sarah Silverman, who we were talking about. Sarah came in and did her own fucking thing. Then I said to her, and I gave her this big chunk for her
Sarah
book.
Tunney.
What? I don't even know who that is.
An actress.
I fucking love comics. They're just comics to me. The thing that I think is interesting about those girls is that, like, unlike, and at the time, everybody did about a 15-minute act that could get them on television. And Janine, Sarah, Laura Keitlinger, Bonnie McFarland, some of these other people did acts that were completely inappropriate for television and would not get them sitcoms.
And
Those women did not play to that. I mean, Sarah eventually, the universe came around and gave Sarah a show, but there was no way you could give Sarah a show just based on her act.
No, but they had to play to the guys to be accepted by the guys. Like, there's a whole fucking, that's a whole thing.
But don't you feel like we all do? I mean, everybody's playing to the back of the room. I mean, you have to play to other, like, we all played to other dudes.
I think the female comics, especially at that time, had to do it a little bit more.
Possibly, but I also think that I also just think that, like, everybody's trying to fucking make Dave Attell laugh, and everybody's trying to make the fucking guy at the back of the room laugh.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, everyone's trying to make fucking Louis laugh, or David Cross, or whoever's in the back of the room. Like, you're when those people are in the room, you're aware that, like, you're walking the dog bit's just gonna suck until you talk about the dog being raped.
Wait, what?
I don't know I don't know what that sentence meant. I got lost.
Well, so it's bad.
Look. When a man goes on a walk with his dog, and the dog doesn't necessarily want to go on that walk, doesn't mean that I'm not confessing some shit right here. How are you? Let's put a cream sauce on it, if you wouldn't mind.
So, what?
If I could spoon it on you, I left it.
Leave it with
I left it. I actually said I'm not going to say anything that makes anybody not look good.
And what was her response?
Okay.
Really?
Yeah. She was just trying to, I mean, look, the problem with all things is they have to have some sort of scandal in them, otherwise they can't fucking sell. You know, that's like, you know, they're trying to look for angles. They're trying to find, like, because I do feel like Laura Keitlinger was missed on some level. Laura Keitlinger was a better comedian than most of us.
Yep. Well,
and hasn't received the accolades.
She's like the Dave Anthony of...
No.
She's
way more fucked up than you. Laura Keitlinger is a basket.
Did I ever
She's
tell
a
this?
basket of weirdness.
Did I ever tell the story about when I was at an audition and a guy was hitting on her?
No.
Okay, so.
By the way, go and if you're wondering, take a pause this and go find some Laura Keitlinger on YouTube or wherever you can find it. She's fucking awesome.
So, you know what Al-Anon is? Al-Anon is a program where people go because they have a family member or someone they love who's an alcoholic and they have a hard time dealing with it, so they go to this program. So I knew a guy... Help some deal with it. So I knew a guy who did not know an alcoholic in his life, but was going to pick up chicks.
Outstanding.
So because there's a Saturday morning meeting that's it's called SAG Anon because it's full of actresses.
Yep.
and actors, and it's a very good-looking meeting. And so he would go there and pick up on women.
Yeah, well, because let me tell you something. That you do, I mean, look, I've been to a few. A lot are vulnerable.
Oh, yeah.
There's a lot of wounded deer there.
Yeah.
And you can fuck a wounded deer with your knife. You take a Bowie knife.
No.
You run it along the back of a deer. Right? You open it up.
No.
You gut it. You get inside that deer, and then you say, "Do you want a creme sauce?" Sorry.
I don't know why anybody listens.
So
They don't. Trust me.
So he was doing that, and he told me, and I was like, dude, that's the worst thing. And I knew him through acting, like he was an actor guy, but he was going bald very quickly.
Oh, that happens.
And so he was kind of getting in on work, but he wanted to be a comedic actor, and he wasn't that funny, but he was getting work, and blah, blah, blah. So he loses his hair, and now he's like basically completely bald. It's just on the side, so he's shaving it. And I'm like, how come I don't see you at auditions anymore? And he's like, my fucking hair, dude. I can't even get commercials anymore. I'm bald. And he goes, my agent wants me to get a rug.
And by that, he just means like for his apartment. His agent's incredibly stupid.
It turns
Your
out
rug, it'll make you a lot happier. I got one. I got an area rug once. I really liked it.
It turns out he was talking about like a 1983 ladies bush.
Oh, you're kidding?
Yeah, like a pube
God.
situation.
Yeah. Get yourself a merkin.
What?
A merkin.
Is that what it's called?
That's what the bush rug is called.
Don't. When you tell the story
patted.
of the fucking lady bush, do not pat your fucking groin.
I'm patting
you
it right
creep.
now. I'm patting
You
it
are
now.
a creep. Who tells a story of a lady bush and fucking pats their fucking cock? What is wrong with you?
What if you came to bed with a spoon and said, Would you like some of my cream?
God damn it.
If you came to bed with a spoon and offered le creme.
Nobody likes you.
I know.
There's not a human being on
I'm
earth.
not unaware of that.
Oprah once wanted to give you a fucking television show, and now look at you. You're in a closet talking about dollops and taking cremes of spoon to fucking. You are like the story of a man gone mad.
It's
Who
kind of
had it and went batshit fucking crazy, and now look what you're doing.
amongst the shoes. But I do spit golden awesome.
So, I've been dating this guy. Okay, so what was I fucking talking about? What the dude?
He shaved his head.
Okay, so
He shaved his head. He couldn't get any work.
So he's the kind of guy that relentlessly hits on women. Like he never
Can't stop
stops.
himself. Right.
And he does it in such a way that you're like, does that ever work? Because it's so fucking stupid.
Right.
Like he's very bad at it, but he's relentless.
How about this? Ready?
Like a rapist.
let me do it. Let me do it. Ready?
Yeah.
Hey, what's happening?
Yeah,
I
how are
totally see my cock in your mouth. Is that what he does?
It's a little
How does that
slower
work?
than that. It's a little. There's a little more pace to it.
How you doing?
Good.
Are you here for the audition?
Yeah.
I could totally see my cock in your mouth.
So that's a little more, right? So he gets the rug.
Yeah.
And I start seeing him in auditions again, but the rug is fucking terrible.
Is
It's
it-
a terrible.
is it awesome?
He can't afford a nice rug.
They're
It's
hard. They're
just-
hard. They don't look good. When something's
Do
not
they ever look good?
No, if something's not actually coming out of your head, it's sitting on your head. That actually looks like a thing. Remember, I told this story before. You know, I had my professor in college. I think I told you this. I had my professor in college, the guy that was the head of the theater department at the University of Oregon, a fucking fantastic dude. But he wore a rug, and he had 3 of them. He had
I'd switch them up.
it went like this. He had medium hair,
Yeah.
long hair.
Oh.
I just got a haircut.
No.
Yes.
But you can't.
And then you would say, "Did you just get a haircut, Bob?" And he would say, "Yes, I did."
Would you say,
Yeah.
"Hey, did you just lengthen your hair, Bob?"
God, dude, your hair seems to be getting. It's weird.
switch 'em
It's
out?
like one day it's super short, then the next day it's medium length long. But he would do it over a period of time. Like he must have had.
No, he got talked into the sell up. He went to the wig store, and the dude was like, "Oh, you don't want just one wig, Bob. You got to get the long and the short." He got talked into the sell up.
That's amazing. He got talked
got
into the
wigged
sell up.
up.
He got motherfucker got wigged up. Shit, dude, he did.
He totally did.
And the other thing was, He could have had any hair color he wanted, and he picked strawberry blonde. Like, he picked this really, really bad strawberry blonde. He could have any pictures.
Was it curly at all? What was it?
No, it was flat. It was like it had that kind of Trump shape, that roundish shape, where it's like you couldn't kind of tell. Like even when it was pretending to be hair, you couldn't tell from where it came from because it didn't seem to have a root. It just seemed to swirl around his head. So it was like a sleeping cat, right?
Oh,
and so he had 3 sleeping cats. He had baby cat, medium cat, and old cat. And then he would tug it and say, "I got to get this cut." Letting us know that there'd be a new wig tomorrow.
No.
So there was another guy in the theater department who used to. The reason we know this is there was another guy in the theater department, the guy who did who taught you how to build sets and stuff, set director, and he was awesome. He was hilarious, and he got his wigs from the same place, and he would tell us about him. But he would come in to our class.
But he was honest about his wigs.
Not only that, he would come into our class when he wanted to talk to Bob, and he'd pull his wig over to the side and down. So he'd fuck up his own wigs and come in. It was the weirdest fucking game these guys played. Dude, he got, what did he get? He sold up?
He got wigged up. He got
wigged up. They sold up. That dude, that day, the salesman fucking went in, said, I did 3 today.
3.
Got the fucking bonus, did some blow in a shitty hotel room, and drove his car into a tree.
Exactly.
Because it was the 80s. It's what you did, right?
And he fucking sold up. Okay. He fucking sold 3 weeks. He's probably still telling that story.
Oh my God. This son of a bitch bought, and I gotta tell you something, dude, he didn't even buy high end. He
came in for one. He came in for a brunette.
No, dude.
One solo wig. Dude. I sold him 3 the ones in the back, the strawberry blondes from the back. Dude. You sold those?
Dude, not only that, he didn't buy strawberry blonde. He bought that one we call RB5, red blonde. Like, it's so shitty, we couldn't even call it strawberry blonde. It was called red blonde 5. He brought red blonde 5, red blonde 7, and red blonde 9.
They'd been sitting in the back room for 9 years.
Dude.
No one was going to go near those.
Dude, I used one for Halloween. They were horrible.
Let me just say.
Whoa, dude, what about our show, Wig Shop? Holy fuck. Guys selling wigs.
Dude,
guys selling wigs.
That's a play. That's a Broadway motherfucking
oh my God.
play.
Please, can we please have a play?
Wig
Can
Shop?
we please do it?
We'll do Wig Shop.
You and me in the back just talking about
Wig Shop.
Oh my God.
Yeah. We'll do Wig
Playwrights, let's do it.
Wig Shop it is.
We'll,
if I ever go bald.
we'll be in New York.
What, Wig Shop?
Why don't we do Wig Shop? We got to do a little bit of Wig Shop
on Broadway.
No, but we'll audition it at Starfish Circus, Brooklyn. Get some big motherfucking producers out, and in the middle
That's
of
how you want to kick the show off.
We'll come out,
Wig Shop,
do like 3 or 4 wigs on stage, right? Bunch of boxes, and then you and me in the back, and we'll do it like American Buffalo. You'll be a drug addict. It's gonna be awesome. Fucking Wig Shop.
Look, if I ever go bald, I'm going like English judge.
Yeah,
just a fucking white, crazy, and not just cruise around like that. That'll be my thing.
Oh my God, if you go bald?
What?
Totally.
How could that? I would be the hippiest hipster of all fucking hip time.
I am telling you. Yeah, no, you'd go full Linus. That guy, I wish I could remember his name too. I feel like his name was also Bob, but the guy in the theater department would wear judges' wigs. And he would sometimes just take his wig off. He was fucking genius. Every once in a while there'd be something he'd write on the chalkboard, then he'd take his own wig off and clean the board with his fucking wig. And then put it back on and wear it around.
That's awesome!
He would take his wig off, but he would wear it around. And then Bob had 3 wigs he took very seriously.
I had a teacher who did that with his foot.
Oh my God.
Take his foot off.
Dude. In the play, our boss has to have an artificial foot.
Clomp, step, clomp, step.
Clomp, step. Oh my God, the play's called Wigging Out.
Okay, so back to our story.
Yeah.
So now dude got a wig. Here's the other thing, and you bring up the strawberry blonde thing. If you're getting a wig, get the same fucking hair color. You know what I mean? Because you can tell when someone colors their hair.
Right.
So if you're going with a different wig, you're just bringing more attention to that shit. Like, take it down. So try to fly under the fucking weather, man.
So judging by this, like, what color was this dude's hair originally?
It was brownish.
Brownish. Like a dirty blonde. Or like a brown.
Like a brown. It was a brown.
And what did he choose?
Reddish.
Reddish.
Not like bright red, but it was like a red tint. It was not. It was fucking crazy looking. And it was so cheap looking. It was fucking... But whatever. He's got to work. And he booked a couple of commercials with a wig. Fine.
He did.
I'm all yeah.
Are you telling me that I've seen commercials where dudes don't have their regular hair?
I know.
Don't love it.
Next thing you know, you can tell me there's movies with guys like
God.
Matthew McConaughey that have fucking wigs on.
Oh no. Does he have something going on? He's got maybe a situation happening, right? McConaughey?
I've always heard that he's. I remember watching that. Well, there's a movie a long time ago where he was played a lawyer in the South, and there was an angle.
Time to Kill.
Yeah, there was an angle where you could just see the top of his head. That shit was just glistening in the fucking light. And I was like, well, that dude's basically bald or about to be bald, and now he's just cruising around with a big old head of hair.
Yeah. He might have gone to Plugtown.
Yeah, PT.
Here's the thing: in that fucking one science fiction movie, he shaved his fucking head bald, and he's still.
The dragon one?
Yeah.
It's not a science fiction movie. That's from the fucking future.
Oh, is that? Oh.
There are two people who can kill dragons.
Wait a minute.
Christian Bale and Matthew McConaughey, and it's fucking real. God damn it.
I forgot
people,
that's
I
called-
love
I-
that goddamn movie.
I forgot that's
You
called-
put dragons in a fucking
That's
movie?
good. I know.
I'm in.
What was it called?
What was it called?
Yeah, was it?
It was called
It wasn't called The Dragon
Rain
Slayer.
of Fire.
Oh yeah.
And
he was
they,
good, right?
and they had to cut tons
he
of
was-
shit out. You know why? Because
Why?
hoof and mouth disease broke out in Ireland where they were shooting it.
Oh.
And then they couldn't go around and shoot all the locations, so they had to fucking cut the movie down. It didn't make as much sense. Ireland, you fucking ruined a dragon movie.
Oh my God.
I mean, you're my people and everything, but you fucked that shit up.
So, dude had a red wig.
Dude has a red wig. This is the longest.
It's awesome.
I mean, for it.
Dude, we came in here with nothing. We came in here with less than nothing. We were staring at each other like two dudes, right?
Scared.
How many
was
more
scared.
days on the island are we going to fucking share these
Well,
stories?
the back end of this podcast is going to be terrible.
No, I think maybe we just run this bitch
Run
30
it to
minutes.
the fucking ground.
Let's take it into the ground.
Okay. So, he's got the reddish hair.
Yeah.
And whenever I see him at auditions, I can tell who he is from the back.
Of course.
Right? There's
Yeah.
no doubt. It's
Right.
just fucking crazy red hair. A
Right.
little bit of a mullet situation going on. Like, it's not shaped well. Anyway. So I walk in, and I see Laura Keitlinger, who I
Yeah.
don't really know. I've never really met. I just seen her do stand-up, and we've never really spoken. And you had just done a show with her somewhere. It was right after you did a show with her, and you asked her to come on the podcast. I don't remember what happened.
Oh, right. We were in she and I worked together in Atlanta.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
We still got to get her on here. She'd be a great fucking guest.
I walk up, and she's auditioning for this commercial.
She's filthier than either of us have ever been.
Oh, I'm sure. My God, Jesus Christ, are you fucking kidding me? She's dressed up like a mom because she's auditioning for some mom part. And there's a dude in a fucking wig next to her doing the full court press.
Just going.
Just hitting on her like fucking crazy. And I am like, and so I'm from my perspective, I walk in and I go, there's one of the most super cool comedians, like just awesome, totally the opposite of what you're trying to go after. Like, she's not ever going to go for bad actor dude in wig. Like, that's just not her fucking game. And also, even if it was, the fucking press you're coming with
Is
the
he just
desperate? It's just so bad. It's just that hitting on style where it's so fucking obvious and it's so fucking stupid, and your attempts to make conversation are so fucking lame, and you're talking to one of the wittiest people on the fucking planet.
Is he laughing at himself too?
No, he has no idea, and so
No, but I mean, like when he's telling it, is his come on a funny come on? Like, is he like telling
he's
jokes?
trying
and shit?
to, but it's bad.
Yeah.
It's fucking bad. Everything about it is bad.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I just sit back and I lean against a pole and I go, just don't, man. And he turns around and he looks and I go, it's just not. You can't. I go, it's not. It's just weird. And he's like, what? And he's trying to play it off. I'm like, no. I was just like, no, dude, no, don't. And I just kept doing that.
Is he
behind
one
him.
of those dudes? There are those dudes that you literally can catch in the middle of it, and they're like, all right, you're right. Yeah, totally.
No,
Like,
he just keeps going.
Oh, no, he just keeps
fucking
doesn't,
going.
He's not even going to acknowledge
He's
it.
still with the fucking full court press.
And what is she doing?
And she is just being very kind and nice and not being like, dude, get the fuck away from me. Your fucking hair. You're an idiot. You have no wit.
Yeah.
She just is the nicest person about the whole thing.
No, she's actually a genuinely kind person. But she acknowledges you. The thing I like about her is that she acknowledges everyone as though they're almost retarded.
Yes.
She actually talks.
That's
like,
what she was doing.
nods and listens in a way that like she's one of those.
He would say something like, "Oh man, we should. You like to get a drink? We should go across the street and maybe grab a burger and we'll go and have a couple of beers or whatever." oh, that's such a good idea. I actually can't do like she would respond
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that.
yeah.
Like being nice to him instead of going, dude,
Yeah.
crazy
Yeah.
fucking hair guy, get the fuck away from me.
She would actually say things like, "Oh, you flatter me, and I'd love to do
Yes!
that, but I really have to go to this audition and then run as far from you as I possibly
Yes!
can because I'm terrified at the possibility."
Yes.
However, the thing with Keitlinger is if you do offer her a drink, she will go. The thing about it is he did read that part right. I'm not saying anything, Laura Kay.
So-
we got to get Keitlinger in here.
So
Just got to have it.
she turns around and I go, that was hilarious. We'd never actually formally met, but I did the podcast with Greg Barron. She goes, oh my God, yeah. And then she leaves and I turn to him and I go, dude, you are out of your fucking, can you even see what you're hitting on? Like, do you even have any, I go, you're fucking out of your tree. And he's like, what? And I'm like, that was so retarded to watch. I didn't know what to say to you. Like, it was so baffling. It was like watching a dude hit on a nun because it's so fucking inappropriate. She's so out of your fucking league as a human. Like, I just laid into him and he was like, what? Ha ha ha. You guys want to go out sometime? And I was like, no.
Oh my God, that's hilarious. He has no clue though. That's the thing.
No fucking
I mean,
clue.
dude wears a red wig. Like when dude has an opportunity to replace his hair and he goes red, that's a guy doesn't get it completely. Does it snap
But I'm
on?
not- I
Does
don't-
it snap on?
I don't know.
Yeah, guys don't.
What do you mean
that.
snap on?
Dudes will put a bolt in their head. They'll put a bolt.
What are you talking about? That means you can never not wear it.
They'll put the fucking. They will put.
Is it under the skin?
Yeah, like or maybe just right on top.
So it's
They'll
like
put the-
snaps on top of the head?
That's exactly right. They'll put the vagina part on top so that you can put so you can snap in to it.
Yeah, but that means they can
The
never
female,
not wear
the
it.
female. Yeah, but they also don't have to worry about the wind.
But yeah, but they can never
can
not.
snap it. Yeah, they
Wait,
can
but you
snap it.
should. But now,
Then you got 4 bolts in your head.
here's the deal: being bald is cool. In show
Yeah.
business is the only place where people are like you gotta have fucking hair. But if you're not auditioning for a commercial or trying to get a part, you fucking walk with your bald head. I think that's what he does. I don't think he cruises around with the wig all the time. I think he just wears it to audition.
Yeah.
But then if you did that, like if you knew, like I'm a bald dude, and when I go in audition, I wear hair, would you then hit on women with the fucking hair on?
No.
Right?
No, because I'll never forget this story. This girl was talking about, there's a girl I waited tables with years ago, and she said, man, I had the worst experience. I'm with this dude. I meet him at a bar. We're totally fucked up. We go back to my place. I'm letting him go down on me because I haven't had it in a long time, and I'd love to get my pussy ate. That's what she said. She actually said,
I don't want to be here right now.
She said that. I go, oh, that's interesting. She said 8 too.
Yeah.
She goes, we're doing it. I'm drunk. I'm up on the thing. And she goes, and I'm starting to have an orgasm. And I reach in.
Nope.
And she goes,
No.
And I thought I tore his fucking head off because I grab onto his hair and it just comes off in my hands. And now I think I'm holding the top of his head. Like I was so drunk, it happened so fast. And I just rip his wig off. Right in the middle of my orgasm, I rip his wig off.
No.
Yeah, in the middle of my orgasm, I rip his wig off.
Was he like? Did he
She
like?
goes, I screamed, he fell on the floor. It was awful. It couldn't have gone worse.
So that was the end.
That was the end. Yeah.
They didn't keep going.
No, she closed up shop. And I think he was probably done doing his work. He probably figured he'd done enough all day. I mean, can you imagine that?
Oh my God.
We'll be right back.
You're listening to Wig Stories. So, you're listening to Walking the Room. It is a weekly podcast starring Greg Barrett and Dave Anthony.
Let me say this.
Nobody dies yet.
I am going to unseam thee from the nape to the skull. If you're listening to this, it's on you. Like, that's all I want to say to you, the listener.
Do you know how many TV shows should open like that should be Terra Nova. Terra Nova should be like, and have you ever seen it? It's
No.
so fucking retarded.
No.
It's like they took a show out of the 80s, but it's like the planet is so overcome by environmental problems, and then they discovered a wormhole to go to another planet to live in a prehistoric world and start over again. And if you're watching, this is on you. And then they kick off the fucking show.
They should do that. I like this season of Luther, which is a show you and I both
Oh, I
like.
love Luther.
We fucking both love it. It's Idris Elba who was in The Wire, and
Stringer Bell on the Wire.
he is
That's all you need to say. He was one of the main dudes from The Wire.
Yeah.
You're fucking done. Anybody who was on The Wire, you're done.
But here's what's rad is he's an English actor.
Yeah, most of them were.
And he's fucking unbelievable. And he's showing BBC. They only do 4. And it's a detective series. It's an hour. And he's a fucked up detective. And he's English. And
he's super fucked up.
And
It's so good.
It's so fucking good.
I was at an audition and I saw Bubs and I was like, oh my God, I've never wanted to take a photo with anybody in my fucking
Really?
life. And there's Bubs. And so, and then he went into the bathroom like, I'm going to wait around the fucking corner for him to come out. I'm going to ask him, I'm not going to sit in front of the bathroom. I'm going to wait for around the corner.
Yeah.
He comes out. And then he fucking went out the back door or some shit where you're not supposed to leave from. And I was just sitting there waiting for Bubs. He took a fucking shit and run. And I never got a fucking photo with him.
No, it's because
punk.
Because he was like this fucking creep.
And
Anyway,
I went into the fucking bathroom to see if a dude was still in the show. I mean, that's how
so
sad
fucked up.
that story
That's
is.
so fucked up. I was at the bathroom last night at the movies, and the dude next to me was got to be maybe 50 something, and he was standing next to me. You ever do this? Stand next to this guy?
Fuck, I hate that guy.
Literally, hang on, because it's really quiet, but it's during the pee. Like he
What
was
is happening
exhaling.
that you're peeing?
I don't know. Are like shapes coming out of it? Like what the fuck is coming out of your cock? He's literally just like
Sorry, did you say shit?
yes. Like imagine that he's like pissing little stars and little rainbows. Like he's half making
If
it
you were
coming.
pissing stars, you'd be going, ooh.
But it's half. But it was half like it was half pain and pleasure. It was like he was like part of it was like that like. And part of it is that noise that you make right before you vomit when you're drunk.
Oh, yeah,
You know, where you blow out air, where you're like, oh, dude, bro. Like, it was just, I wanted to just go, stop! wanted to scream,
the office
stop.
I work in, you have to take a key to go to the bathroom, but you have to take it from the receptionist. So the receptionist knows how long you're in there. So if you got to take a fucking shit or whatever, and you might be a little bit, she knows who's shitting and who. I hate it.
Yeah.
I don't want someone to know how long I've been fucking in there. Like,
Dude,
I could have problems. I could be giving myself an abortion.
No, here's the worst. What about when you drop an excellent pre-show and then you have to, but the only bathroom at the club is the one that's
The
shared
wafter.
with you, right?
The
but
fucking
but-
wafter.
right? But it's
Yeah.
it's shared by you and the rest of the club.
Yeah.
So that means dude waiting outside is about to watch your comedy, but he's going to smell your
Yeah.
shit first.
What
I mean,
about-
for you, it's a double thing.
what
But then he's
about
going to smell
this?
your shit after.
Right. What about this? Remember at the old Punchline in San Francisco? It's still the Punchline, but I don't know if they fixed it. But if the door is fucking straight into the
Yeah.
room, and if the door opens up, there was no little guard, so people just see you taking a leak into the fucking like side shot of your fucking
Yeah.
dick out.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah.
If someone was in the audience, they could turn and look and see the comedian with his dick out peeing into the fucking urine. Crazy.
Yeah. And in your case, get their first solid laugh of the night. That was fucking perfect. We have to pause for people on the other side of this podcast to laugh because that was perfect.
What were we talking about?
We were saying if you listen to this, it's on you.
What were
It
we
is
going to talk
on
about
you.
in this segment?
We were going to talk about. I had lunch with Patton in New York, and he had this. He came up with this idea, or he just said, "Look, you ought to write a story. You should write about your life." I'm like, I think I've written enough books. He's like, no. You should write about your fucking talk show. I've been listening to this show.
Yeah.
You should tell your talk show stories. You should tell your whole thing,
Yeah.
your whole journey.
Yeah.
So
I thought I've been thinking you should do something about behind the scenes for a while because no one has ever come out. Because most people who go into that world
Right.
want it. They want that talk show. They want it to be that creepy and weird.
Yeah.
They want all that shit.
No, they do. They want it.
But that was not what we ever wanted for that
Well,
show.
we thought we were mistaken. So if you're not familiar, I guarantee you're not, especially if you're a new listener and you were originally a fan of Patton's. You probably don't even know shit about me. But after the advent of the book that I wrote and the second book, I was handed a talk show, a daytime talk show by Sony. I was offered one by
Bad move on their part.
but bad mood. They spent so much money on posters. It was almost like I gave myself.
On one hand, they chose Blu-ray. On the other hand, they chose you.
they look here's the deal. So they picked me, and they said, hey, we think there's a great talk show in this. You popped one afternoon on an Oprah, and we think there's a series in it. Now
Now, I would like to say right here that when I was asked to come in. The idea of the show is completely different from what it would become. And there was like one time where Greg was like, there was this segment where this girl hated this dude's belt, but it was like his fucking belt and he wouldn't stop wearing it. And they'd been together for a while, and the whole segment was about you talking to dude, like getting the dude to stop wearing the belt.
Dude, here's the
great fucking, like that kind of shit is like, there's so much comedy in it, you have so much fucking fun with it.
Right. And it was funny, but here's the thing. Let's back this up just a little bit. So I turned the show down for a year. I was offered a show and I turned it down for a year. I was like, maybe something else will come up for me. Maybe I'll find something else to do because this isn't really comedy and I don't really want to do it. Until Liz and I were in Canada. Liz is the co-author of the book. And we did 2 nights in a theater, 750 people, sold out, women, and we just told the story of the book and then we took questions. And this dude from Sony chased me down in the hotel lobby. Really nice guy, really decent guy. He's a sales guy, not a fucking TV producer.
Yeah.
Sales guy for Sony, but a bigwig. John Weissman. And this guy goes, I don't give a fuck. You can do whatever you want with this show. Please do a show. I watched you last night. You're amazing. I think you're awesome. Make it your version of a daytime daily show. I don't fucking care. You have to take this deal. There's a lot of money on the table. Here, let me ask you this. You want to play with the big boys? Or do you want to fucking be on somebody else's team? Meaning, do you want to do a show with Oprah where you would be a part of her thing? Or do you want, and of course, who want to play with the big boys? I'm an idiot. Yeah, let's play with the big boys.
Yeah.
So I took the show and my goal was, okay, I know they're going to want a certain amount of self-help, but then they're also going to want me to be funny, right? That's what I do.
Yep.
No
interest in you being funny.
The only concessions they'd make is like, you can have a couple of writers and we can do some shit. So that was fucking basically...
Which wasn't budgeted. And every time we would we'd be sitting in the fucking room with a comedy idea, they'd be like, well, I mean, we never budgeted for you guys. Okay, so, fuck off.
I know. So anyway, so the point was that it's a weird fucking world. There's a whole world.
It's insane.
Based on, here's the difference between a talk show and a book. In a book, the person receiving the information.
I think a lot of people know the difference between a book is something you read and a talk show is what
made
you
out
watch.
of paper. Dave, if I don't tell them, no. When you are reading a book, you have sought out your own help. You're like, I need help.
You go to buy the book.
And you go and you buy the
Unless
book or you
gives
look it up or whatever.
Here,
but
you're fucked up, read it.
Right. But if you decide you're going to read it, you're actually curious about what's on there. When you're a guest on a talk show, somebody's going to surprise you with what's wrong with you and then force it down your throat till you cry and they can go to break.
And you might not even have a problem, but they needed to book a guest, so they are manufacturing some fucking nonsense.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, and when you see the tease for the show, it's going to be even more incendiary than what actually happens.
Yes.
This woman came on the show. Was this the problem? And then it shows a picture of a belt. And then it shows another person. You're like, fuck, that guy hit her with a belt. And what it really is a story about a girl who wanted to get rid of this guy's belt buckle. Right? That's how they do it, right?
Yes.
This belt came between this man and this woman, right? And you're like, oh, fuck.
Holy shit.
Did he hit her with that fucking belt buckle?
Yeah.
It's huge. And then it's like, she wants him to get rid of that belt buckle because it drives her crazy. And then none of it was even true.
I know.
None of it was even true. So it's this horseshit festival, right?
Yeah.
And you kind of go, well, can't we just do what Oprah does and have book authors on and, I don't know, just talk about stuff? No. Can we do like fun things like Ellen? No. You are spiky-haired Ricky Lake. Shut your mouth, put on a vest, and let's go for it.
I will say this. When I started on the show, I had an idea because of the way everyone treats Oprah that she was somehow on this other level. And so I would watch other talk shows just to see what the deal was. And she was as fucking horrible as the rest of them. She would have shit on there that was fucking vile and awful, just like we had to do.
Well,
she played that fucking game too.
I mean, everybody has to do it. If you want eyes on there, but also just if you want eyes on there, you have to go, this woman went into her basement. You know what I mean? Like it always starts like that. Now, granted, the difference between Oprah's show and mine is the horrible thing that happened actually happened to that guest. Oprah was able to have people from Haiti on. Oprah was able to have stories that were real. I mean, granted, there's some intense shit, but they have to do that. Like, do you think Oprah didn't come in and go, "Fuck, are we doing rape again?" Like, she gets it too.
Yeah.
That's what that whole genre is and what the daytime requires. It's like people want to hear that their lives are bad. It's like the reason people listen to this podcast. They want to know everybody else is way more fucked up than them.
Did you see the tweet I put up the other day about my wife sent it to me, the Dr. Oz show? It was just the description of it in the
No, what did it say?
Today, Dr. Oz puts overweight women locks overweight women in a zoo to get them to stop eating.
Dude.
I mean,
No. Seriously. He sat outside. He sat outside that zoo and he wept for himself. And he was like, I was once a fucking doctor. That is, dude, I flipped on. So
Now-
I never, here's two things where I went wrong. Number one, never watched daytime television.
Yeah,
now, if you,
me-
now, by the way, and to be fair, Dave, there are people, and I've met lots of them because I travel. There are people that liked our show
Yep.
and liked us. So I'm not putting you down if you liked our show. What I'm saying is I was never a fan of daytime television, so I didn't understand what it was.
Yeah.
That's the real thing. The other thing is that the whole reason daytime television exists is to sell low-end merchandise.
yeah.
Right? It's to
Chia
that whole
pet.
thing, yeah, it's just like to sell like
Horse shit.
yeah. And
Fucking horse shit.
a lot of it's
And it's a fucking okay. There is a game called World of Warcraft, and it's this big role playing game, and all these people fucking play it.
Right.
And you can buy things in the game. So people will make like a special weapon or whatever it is, and they'll make it better and better and better, and then they can sell it.
yes.
And so in China, like people have actually created these insane warehouses where dudes are playing the game for 20 hours straight, and then they get a 4-hour break to go sleep, and then they go back and they're basically making fucking shit in the game that they can then sell, or the company can then sell. And it's like this slave situation. And that's what a talk show is.
Oh my God.
People don't know that there are producers fucking living there, sleeping on the goddamn
Yep.
fucking floor,
Running around.
to get a goddamn show made, and then it's all a fucking lie. It's so crazy. And the worst thing is that you'll be in the control room. You never got to see this. I saw this all the time. You'd be in the control room and there'd be a guest on, and you'd have certain points you're going to say and certain
Yeah.
fucking shit you're going to get at.
Right.
And then when she would start to cry, when the guest would start to weep, everyone in the control would be like, yeah!
Yeah.
And this big cheer would go up, and you'd be like, that's the opposite reaction of what that's. No, you're not. But that's a horrible opposite reaction.
Yeah. No, that's the thing. It's like that was a producer. If a producer could get blood, like. And a lot of times the producer would make the story up so that it just saved their own job.
Yeah.
And you'd be out there and you would say to the person, so when you cheated on your husband, I didn't cheat on my husband.
Yeah.
You know, you told our producer that you cheated on your husband. I never cheated. I didn't. No, we came here to get Dodgers tickets. What? We were told that if my husband talked about, he would get like literally like, and then I would have to shut the whole show down and go, hang on. I would always run to the side and go, what the fuck?
I know,
So
all
it was
the
just
time.
it was just this weird. It's this weird. Here's
let's just say
the
this.
sad part. This is the point I was trying to make.
Fuck your point. That's weird.
Every once in a while, we genuinely here's how stupid I am. I was like, maybe I could really help people. Maybe I
That's-
could really
That is
genuinely.
stupid. It's
It is,
television.
but I thought, well, look, if these people really have problems, and we have access to money, or we have access to therapists,
We
or we have
didn't have access to money,
right?
really.
But we had enough where you could go, maybe I could do something. Like maybe I could really fucking make a difference. Like that's how fucking naive I am. And I was like, maybe I could really make a difference. Every once in a while, you'd get somebody on there and you go, this person is actually in pain, and they were dumb enough to call a talk show first.
Yeah.
That's the other thing is people actually would call a talk show first going, I don't know where else to get help. Really? Have you never heard of a doctor or a therapist, right? Now, some people genuinely want to just be on TV. Some people actually believe.
A lot.
But here's the thing, Dave. There were people that would come in that would believe that I had answers for them. And then you're like, fuck. This is real. Like, it's not real for the producers. It's not real for fucking Sony. It's not even real for you. But I'm sitting there with another human being who's going, so you can't help me? And
No,
like,
I'm a comedian.
I'm like, I wrote a book about dating. Do you know what I mean? Like but then I wanted to. I got fucking attached to people, dude. Like I felt fucking shitty. And then I started to get mad because I was like,
but that you had already lost the plot at that point. I mean,
no, I didn't want to play the game. Like I'm in this game. The only thing I have left is my integrity.
We went into it. You had already lost the plot. You went into it with the idea of doing like a hybrid show where some of it was real and some of it was not, and you weren't going to tackle these crazy, awful problems.
Right.
You're going to tackle smaller problems and stuff that's real, but it's not that fucking huge.
Right.
And
It's not like I got to kick my daughter out of the house,
or I'm having a baby and the baby's black and my dad's a racist.
Right.
Which I specifically remember they pitched that to you and you looked at me and my response was, "Who fucking cares at this point?" Like,
No, and I was
the
like,
producer
dude.
looked at me like, what? You actually just said that? I was like, yeah, it's fucking over. Like, this is now a fucking show of shit. So who fucking cares? Go for it.
The only thing that we would do, and we had a couple moments, like we would do this thing that was really fun called the uncomfortable fucking phone call. It was a very simple thing where we would have
That
somebody
was
make
great.
a phone call that everyone could hear on speaker,
Yeah.
and they would tell somebody something that they didn't want to hear. Always something like, look, I took $500 from your bank when I was a kid, or whatever
Yeah.
the stories were. And they were fun, and those people were fun, and they would sit there with you and stress about it, and then I would fucking help out the call, and then somehow we'd have like $500 for that person.
Yeah.
We'd have some funny fucking thing. Like, that shit was cool. There were some sketches that were okay. There were some things that were, I also was like living a life of like, what am I wearing? The first day I met with them, bro, I said to them, and I can show it to you. It's right fucking here, dude. It's right here. Let me show you something. The first thing I said was, let's do suits. And they're like, you're not the suit guy. I go, you know what? Those suits look cool. They look authoritative. They're easy. They're simple. They're like, no, man, you were like the fucking rock guy. So there were all those vests and all those plaid things.
Yeah.
And so I was like, and I was like, all right, fuck, I'll try it. I'd never been on TV longer than 5 minutes. Do you understand that?
Yeah.
I'd only ever been on, just like you, I'd only ever been on a late night television program.
Yeah.
I hadn't been on for an hour every day.
Yeah.
So as soon as I got home and the show started airing, I was like, oh, good God. Like that haircut that I thought that I had,
That was
like
not
in
a good
real
haircut.
life. But the point was like, I like the Stray Cats. I
here-
got a fucking big Brian Setzer pompadour mullet. And then I saw it in real life and was like, good God, that's got to stop.
I now realize that you should have every segment done a clothing change at the break and just so start out with like a suit and just end up in like a fucking boa with a crown on. Like,
Oh my God, dude.
Like just, cause that kind of shit would have been so fucking great.
Well, then also, that's where I started to understand clothing. And that's when I started to check out. I was like, oh my God, here's the difference between fucking shit
I'm
that
gonna tell a
matters
story.
and shit that, yeah.
I was in, this happened all the time. I'm in your dressing room and they're putting your fucking clothing on. And there's a producer telling you about something that's like, so this woman lost her son and now she wants to reconnect with her brother. And they haven't seen each other in years, but the death of her son made her. And the producer looks at you and goes, Greg, and you're not paying attention because you're looking at ties.
Dude, I remember. She said something about cancer, and I put my finger up, and I literally put my finger up, and I said, let's go with the Band of Outsiders tie. Let's go with that thinner tie. Because I couldn't deal anymore. This is not what I signed up for, dude. I wrote it right. Look, and here's the other thing about it. Look,
Can I tell the...
I genuinely, let me just say this really quickly. A couple things. Both books that I wrote with women. Both books are written with women smarter than me. Both books were the conception of those women. I loved my part in the book. That's what I do. I tell people things honestly. That's all. And I use the tools that I've been given through sobriety to say, hey, let's just deal with what's actually going on. No matter what it is. We do that on this fucking show. We're like, well, is your job shit? All right, well, fucking go make a podcast. Go do something. Like, fucking, that's what we're doing. That's my gift, is that I'm able to talk to people and I like listening to people's problems. I can do that. I'm not prepared to deal with cancer. I don't know what to say. If we hadn't had Stacy Kaiser on there,
Oh, yeah.
and if she'd been there at the beginning, I mean, we could have made a really good show if it had just been.
But it should have never been that. Here's the fucking problem, is you keep saying we could have made a good show on their terms. It should have never. That's the fucking problem, is you did get partially swept up into that. There should have never been. Stacey's great, but there should have never been a fucking Stacey. It should have never been about that shit. It should have been like a fucking partially comedy, partially hybrid, never about serious shit show. And when you go there, you're already fucking lying to yourself. You just are, because it should have never been that. That was, there is a possibility of making their idea good. No, it was never going to be good, because you never deep down fucking wanted it. Stop lying to yourself, man.
No, it's not that I didn't want it. It was that I didn't know how to get it.
Okay, so listen.
So you think to yourself, and this is the trade everybody makes. So listen to this, because you just hit on you hit on a very real point. Every artist, and you hear this all the time, you hear this on fucking Maron's show, everyone has this experience where they think, oh, I'll be able to, you got to rob Peter to pay Paul.
Yeah.
So you're like, well, okay, I'll make this my show, but it has to start like this, and then it'll become my thing, and it never happens.
Yeah.
This is the perfect lesson. We just fucking made this thing. We just made it. We just got in and made it. I'm not saying it's successful, but we've gone in. No, but I'm talking about creatively.
Creatively, it's what we want it to be.
100%. More than anything I've ever done. 100%. This in the band. Like, that's exactly how I envisioned it. This is what I want it to be, and it can get better. But I never fooled myself or decided, we never said, if we do something that's clean enough to get on blah, 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 then we can turn our podcast into something weird. We started off fucked up, and we've stayed, and we've gotten worse.
It hasn't changed. And listen, so when the show started and it turned into what it was, and we were always fighting for more comedy, and we were always fighting to make it not like other shows. And we actually got a comedy segment every fucking. It wasn't the best shit because it was fucking had to be cranked out really fast, and there were three of us, and then two after.
No, look, I got to go back and watch all 122 episodes. I guarantee you, there's gonna be stuff that's gonna be cool. There was also some fucking awesome days where people had personal fucking breakthroughs, and we figured it out. But it just was like. You're literally like, it's like, here's what it was. We got thrown into a jungle, and about halfway through, we figured out how to get through that fucking jungle. But when we got there, we didn't have machete.
Okay, now let's just say this. The EP came in, I believe it was 2.5 months in, and said, oh my God, I get it. It's like a hybrid.
Yes.
2.5 months into the show, it's already a fucking
Because here's what you learn about daytime talk shows. You get the first 2 weeks, and if your first 2 weeks aren't good, you're done.
You're done.
We were good enough to stay on for a year. The other part of it was...
Yeah, but remember when she sent they canceled this, and she sent the email 2 months after we canceled and said, hey, we finally hit 1.2, what we always wanted to get.
Yes.
Our ratings are going up after getting to... And she sent that fucking email like, hey, you've already been fired, but isn't this great? Go fuck yourself.
Well, here's the other thing, too. They came to me and said, we fucked up. After it was all over... And they gave me all the suits.
Did they really?
Yeah. Oh my God, no, they apologized. There was a big mea culpa. No, don't you remember? They took Amir and I into a room, and it was all the bigwigs at Sony, and it was Melanie, and they said, we should have, you're just, this is what they said. You're smarter than anybody we've worked with. You had an idea. We didn't go with it, and we blew it. And there's nothing we can offer you except for the rest of the wardrobe, which is about $34,000 worth of clothes. But that's all we can do. Yeah. Yeah, they were like, you guys had it, but we just didn't get it. We didn't understand what we had or how to work with it because we do things, we make Ricky Lake. So when you say that thing to me about you didn't understand, it's like, no, I didn't understand they make Ricky Lake and they wanted to remake it again. I didn't do enough, what's it called, due diligence. I didn't do, there wasn't enough like knowing ahead of time. No, I could have. And I also could have said, I could have walked out earlier because, I also walked off the show.
Yeah.
And then they gave me a new producer. Like, I just tried too late.
We both walked off the show.
The other thing is, here's the other thing though, too, to be fair. I saw the first episode of Rosie. I saw the first episode of Chelsea. I saw the first episode of Conan's new show. I've seen the first episodes of a lot of shows. I saw the first episode of Fallon. They're not good.
No, they're never good.
Even a fucking pro like Conan, that first Tonight Show, you went, this is going to have to get better. However, in my mind, I'm like, this guy's been to the dance. It will get better. Had they left that show on now, it could be shit hot. Could be.
Okay.
Maybe not.
So, in the middle of the show, near the end of the show, so the offices are in a building and the stage is next door. Mm-hmm. And I'm walking down the stairs from the office, and I believe the first show has just ended and we're going to shoot a second show. So it's between shows. And the EP...
That's the executive producer.
Okay, sorry. The EP, Ray, comes running past me. And he goes, I need a comedy segment. And I was like, what? And he goes, for the next show, we need a comedy segment. We just lost a segment. He's like, what do you mean we lost a segment? I don't have 12 minutes of comedy just fucking laying around. I go, what happened? He goes, the guests have lice. And then he starts running upstairs and goes, don't tell Greg anything, and tears up the stairs. And I was like, that encapsulates everything. Yeah. So these people wanted to be on the show so fucking bad. It was a family that they made up their fucking problem. They came in, and then the makeup people were doing their fucking hair. Yep. And they discovered they had lice. And they had to get rid of them. They had to fumigate the fucking dressing room and the makeup room. And then we had to come up with a comedy segment to fill that.
Yes.
And it gets better because a month and a half later, they got themselves back on the show with a different producer by lying about who they were. So they had created a different persona. They were a new family.
Yes.
And they still had fucking lice. And they had to do it all over again. They had to fumigate. They had to do it all over again.
People don't fucking understand that on Dr. Phil, and if you look really closely, you can see it. People have to have teeth put in their heads.
Yep.
People have to have like ears put on.
No,
like
they're monsters.
I mean, they're literally like people want to be on TV so bad.
They get the dregs of society.
But it's not even that. Most people with real problems go to real doctors. They don't go someplace to get berated by that bald fuck with a mustache. And they don't see the spiky-haired dude who's going to go, I don't know, wrestling cake. Like, we started coming up with solutions for things. Like, we poured bugs on that woman. And when we had the brides wrestling in, like, But then we had those fucking inspired moments, like the time when I'm in the middle of having a conversation with the couple where there's there's a couple and they're newlyweds and their best friend is sleeping on the couch and they want to get rid of him. And I'm saying, look, you guys, for your marriage, you got to get rid of him. And then you just come fucking walking out in the same outfit that I've got on, a jeans and vest, and you start hosting the show as I'm hosting it. Yeah. And it was fucking great. Like, there were moments where I was like, we just had these absurd... At least I remember it as great. I didn't go back and watch a lot of this, but I remember thinking, fuck, this is fun. Like, there was something, we had moments where you go, I could see doing this for a living. Yeah. I could see this being, because I can't say I totally hated it. I liked some of it. There were things I hated. There were things that what I knew for a fact was I was taking a long boat away from where I'd been. And it was going to take a long time to get back there because it was nowhere near comedy.
No.
Ellen puts on sometimes seriously hilarious show that's being missed by most of America. Yeah. I have watched segments, and also she's fucking funny. I don't think she's...
Oh, the fucking dancing. Come on. Somebody fucking hobble that woman.
I know, but she can be funny, dude. Genuinely. And she was a funny comic.
She was.
And now it's just, you know what it is. It's 45 minutes of dancing. And then she comes down the stairs towards the camera. And she comes in, she tells you a secret, and then she says to you, don't snitch. Now, we never had the don't snitch.
We should have.
If I get a new talk show, which will never happen, there's going to be a don't snitch. I'm going to get close into the camera, really close, and go, there's somebody else's blood on my pussy.
You don't have a pussy.
That's the other surprise.
Dude. Have a sex change and start over.
Fuck, dude. I mean,
there's no other way out of this for you. Cut your dick, get your dick inside out, turn it into a lady part, and get out there, man.
Dude,
are you fucking kidding me?
I gotta get out there and start making it happen.
Yeah.
They'll let me host something then.
No, they won't.
Yeah. Yeah, over on...
Are you talking about Meltdown?
What are you talking about?
What are you talking about? Are you talking about
Logo, bro? Logo, bro. Transbender. This guy got rid of his cock and went drinking. What about Transbender?
You're watching Transbenders with Greg Barrett. I am talking to these two trannies about their belts.
I'm going to try and put that experience into book form. I don't know if it'll happen. I think it's a good idea. I think we should fucking talk about it.
Who, me and you?
Yeah.
I don't want to talk to you about anything.
Yeah.
I am going up. And so I need someone else to be going down.
Oh, dude.
But I need you to keep going down.
I'm not positive I can go further. I'm not positive. You've been listening to...
All right, so if you want to email us, walkingtheroom@gmail.com.
Send your questions in, we'll answer them.
November 19th is the show. Will this go up before then or after then?
No, it'll go before, November 19th.
November 19th is the show at Meltdown. It's our first live pod cuddle.
Yep.
You can just get tickets by emailing us at walkingtheroom@gmail.com. That we have a
Get them soon. They're kind of going pretty quick.
Yeah, they're going good. You go to the Facebook page, Walking the Room at Facebook. And you've got a Tumblr page that is it Tumbleweeds? What are we doing over there? Do you ever do anything?
Every once in a while somebody puts something crazy on there because there's a lot of people, and then we're also going to have very soon, it may actually be happening now, I don't know, Hot Dog Thunderdome. It's our own little society where we go in and we shiv people and leave them in the yard and let them bleed out.
Yeah, we're going to have our own forum.
So we're going to have our own forum. And we're going to make announcements there. It's also going to be a place where you can help us street team when we're going to go on the road. because we're going to try and make that happen. We are going to try and get these Starfish circuses up and running in other places. And Chicago's the one we've been talking about. Hopefully we'll go back to San Francisco to do a Starfish circus later in the year, but we're probably going to do a live cuddle there in January at
Juneau?
Sketchfest. We're going to go to
doing
Juneau,
Juneau,
Alaska. Well, no, no. You and I are going to go reenact the movie Juno in San Francisco.
Is that before or after Wig?
Oh, dude, fucking wigging out.
Is it before or after Wigging Out?
Well, we got to go get our Tonys for that.
I thought it was called Wigtown.
It's either way.
It's Wigtown.
Wigtown, but yeah, the subtitle is wigging out.
Yeah.
Two dudes wigging out. A wigging out.
I wish I had never been involved in this podcast.
Oh my God, that makes two of us. Glitter done.
Listen,
Yes.
Dave, this is getting to be a problem. Can we talk?
Yeah, sure. I just got to get my set.
I'm sorry, what?
Hold on one sec. Go ahead. What's your points? I'm just going to go ahead and select something here.
Listen, your baby seems to really it's like 6 to 7. Actually, yesterday it was 8 times. My girlfriend
Not really serrated. I want something
What?
serrated.
I can't understand what you're saying. So you guys are really like, we're living in a peaceful community
actually-
here. My wife is very upset. Girlfriend, actually, feels like a wife. Oh God, I'm living in pain. She asked me to come down here and talk.
Lice and witch knows go fuck yourselves. Lice and witch knows go fuck yourselves. Make some tea, just let us be. Go fuck yourselves. Lice and witch knows go fuck yourselves. Lice and witch knows go fuck yourselves. That boy Finn, one day will be our king. Go fuck yourselves. Linus, witch nose, from the tea capital drinking of the world, please stop it. You're an embarrassment. Just go and listen to this hipster shit, please.